Hi, welcome to Jump Into Fire Safety. My name is Katie Duclos and I'm the Fire Prevention Public Educator with Kawartha Lakes Fire Rescue. I am part of the Fire Prevention team. I'm excited to share with you safety messaging. In today's episode, I'm going to also introduce to you Alana, our Fire Prevention Inspector, and walk you around the Lindsay Fire Station. It's October, and that means Fire Prevention Week. Every year, fire departments across Canada celebrate Fire Prevention Week, where we talk about specific messaging. This year's theme is cooking safety. We're going to be watching a National Fire Protection Association video on cooking safety. Before I show you that video, I'm going to give you a few key points to take home. First, never cook when you've consumed alcohol, when you're sleepy, or if you've taken medication that may make you drowsy. Also, keep items that may be combustible away from your stove. You don't want to have anything like a tea towel, a paper towel, boxes of cereal, anything that could possibly light on fire. You want to keep that away from your stove. You want to ensure that your sleeves are rolled up or that you're wearing a tight-fitting shirt so that there's no chance of your sleeves lighting on fire. It's very important to remain attentive while you cook. You could use something like a timer or bring a wooden spoon with you into the other room to remind you that you're cooking. Inattentive cooking is the #1 cause of home fires. With that in mind, here's the NFPA video, and I'll see you afterwards.
Excuse me, Dan, but you should be alert when you are cooking and keep anything that can catch fire away from the stovetop. Good job, Dan.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 42nd yard line. Kettleman takes the snap, he passes it to Krasinski, and it looks like Krasinski is going to go all the way. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, oh, and he's tackled at the 5-yard line. We have time for a quick commercial break, and we're back. Kettleman skates out.
Always stay in the kitchen when you're frying, grilling, or broiling food.
And coming around the final turn, it's
That's
Krasinski
great,
ahead
Dan.
by 2 runs.
Now, stay safe. Life isn't a cartoon. Cooking is the leading cause of home fires. Don't be a doofus. Learn more about preventing home fires at nfpa.org.
But did you know that cooking fires are the #1 cause of home fires and home injuries? By following a few simple safety tips, you can prevent these fires. Never leave the kitchen when you are frying, grilling, or broiling food. If you do have to leave, even for a short time, turn off the stove. Keep anything that can catch fire, oven mitts, wooden utensils, food packaging, towels, or curtains away from your stovetop. And if you do have a cooking fire, just get out. You can call 911 after you leave the house. You can find out more about cooking safety and other safety tip sheets on the NFPA website. Just go to nfpa.org/safety tips.
Hopefully, you took home some fire safety tips that you can share with your family. I have another one for the kids coming up. Now we're going to talk to my friend Alana, the Fire Prevention Inspector with Kawartha Lakes Fire Rescue Service, to share more safety tips. Here I have Alana, who is one of the Fire Prevention Inspectors with Kawartha Lakes Fire Rescue Service. She's going to tell us what cooking safety means to her. But first, Alana, can you tell us what your role entails?
So as a fire prevention inspector, I'm responsible for ensuring that commercial and residential buildings are in compliance with the Ontario Fire Code.
Now, Alana, we're talking about cooking safety today. Can you give us a few pointers about cooking safety?
Yes, of course. So always we want to look while we cook. That's one of the most important things. And one of the #1 reasons why residential stovetop fires and cooking fires happen is people get distracted by the phone, videos, doorbell, animals, pets, kids, and they're not staying in the kitchen while they cook. So always remember to look while you cook or stand by your pan. If you are doing any sort of baking or anything in the oven, we always want to make sure to set a timer. So go back and check on those cookies every few minutes, or if you're going to leave the kitchen just momentarily, as long as you're not doing anything on the stove tops, such as simmering or boiling or broiling in the oven, you can leave the kitchen, but remember to bring a kitchen utensil such as a wooden spoon or set a timer so you go back and check on what you're cooking. Never ever leave the dwelling while you have anything cooking, even if it's hours long in the crock pot or in the oven. You always want to make sure to stay in the dwelling while you're cooking.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for those safety tips, Elena. Remember, cooking safety starts with you. Pay attention to fire prevention. Here we are at the Piedad Monk in Lindsay. We're on their second floor event space, which has been newly renovated. I'm here to talk about commercial kitchen safety. Commercial kitchen safety is just as important as kitchen safety in our own homes. Here we have a full fire suppression system that is activated by a pull station connected to a agent, which is then applied to a fire through these nozzles over each cooking apparatus. There is also a Type K fire extinguisher next to me, which is only to be used after the suppression system has already been activated. Because restaurants use grease and animal fats in their cooking, they need to have a special fire suppression system, because the fires may be bigger than the fires that we would have in our own homes. So kitchen fire safety is equally as important in commercial kitchens as it is in our own home kitchens. Thank you to the Piedad Monk for sharing their commercial kitchen space with us so I can show you about their suppression system. Now we're going to watch a fun kids video.
Did you know that you can make a difference in the fire safety of every room in your home? Yes, you. Get your spy skills ready. We're going to inspect your kitchen and show you what to look for to keep you safe. Ask a grown-up for help too. Whoa, can you spot any safety hazards in this kitchen? This little boy and his puppy are too close to the stove while parents are cooking. Look again. The pot handle is pointing out where someone could grab it or knock it over. What about now? This hot soup is too close to the edge of the table. If spilled, it would cause a painful burn. Is there anything wrong now? Oh no! There are no grown-ups nearby while food is cooking on the stove. If you find any of these hazards in your kitchen, ask a grown-up to fix them. Make the area around the stove a kid-free zone. That's better. No kids or pets within 3 feet of the stove when grown-ups are cooking. Grown-ups should always turn pot handles towards the back of the stove so they cannot be pulled down or knocked over. Hot liquids can cause serious burns. Grown-ups, make sure hot liquids and food are in the center of the table or towards the back of a counter. A grown-up should always watch the stovetop when they are frying, boiling, or grilling food, and turn burners off completely if they have to step away. And don't forget, every home needs working smoke alarms. Know the sound of a smoke alarm and what to do when you hear it. Loud, huh? Make a home fire escape plan with your family and know 2 ways out of every room. Nice spy skills. Sparky would be proud of you. Go check out the safety of your own kitchen, and remember, you can make a difference.
That is how we put out a fire in our pan. It's important to always remember to have a lid nearby in case we ever have a pan fire. Fire needs air to keep burning. When we slide the lid over top of our pan, that takes away the air component and the fire stops burning. We also turn off the heat. Another important safety tip is to remember to keep all combustibles away from your cooking area. That could be something like a tea towel, a cardboard box, a roll of paper towel, or a jar of oil that may spill onto our cooking surface. Additionally, if we ever have a fire in our oven, we want to close the oven door and turn off the heat. Again, fire needs air to keep burning. When we close the oven door, we take away the air. Welcome to Lindsay Fire Station 1. The Lindsay Station is also the headquarters for Kawartha Lakes Fire Rescue Service. Lindsay Station is the only station that has a full-time crew. The rest of the 19 stations are all volunteer-based. Here in front of me is the gear rack for the full-time crew. This is their additional equipment. They keep everything here that helps to keep them safe. When the tones go off, the firefighters have equipment near to the trucks that they put on so they can take off right away. We love keeping our community safe. For additional fire safety information and upcoming events, check out our social media as well as the city website, which can be found at www.kawarthalakes.ca/fire. Thanks for joining me on Jump In to Fire Safety with Katie. Remember to keep Kawartha Lakes fire safe.